Have you ever dropped an ice cube into a glass of water and noticed it floats instead of sinking? At first glance, it seems strange. Most solid materials are heavier than their liquid form, so why is ice the exception? Why does solid ice float while the liquid water below it holds it up? Think about it for a second. If you freeze metal, it sinks. If you freeze oil, it sinks in water. So why is water breaking the rules? To answer this, we need to look at the hidden structure of water. Every drop is made of tiny molecules, to atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. At room temperature, these molecules are constantly moving and sliding past one another. But as water cools down and begins to freeze, something fascinating happens. Here's the part most people don't realize. Instead of squeezing closer together, water molecules actually spread apart. Why would they do that? The answer lies in hydrogen bonds, invisible connections that lock molecules into a crystal pattern. And this crystal pattern creates empty spaces, making ice less dense than liquid water. Density is simply mass divided by volume. Same mass, more volume, lower density. And in physics, when something has a lower density than the fluid it's placed in, it floats. That's buoyancy, a principle discovered over 2,000 years ago by Archimedes. But wait, have you noticed how only a small part of an ice cube shows above the surface while most of it stays below? That's not random. About 10% of ice stays above water, which is the same reason icebergs look massive but only reveal their tip. When you hear the phrase "the tip of the iceberg," that's not just a metaphor, it's literal physics. Now here's where it gets mind-blowing. If ice didn't float, lakes and oceans would freeze from the bottom up. Imagine entire ecosystems locked under solid ice, unable to survive. But because ice floats, it forms an insulating layer on top, protecting the liquid water beneath. That single property is one reason life on Earth exists at all. So the next time you drop ice into your drink, don't just see it as a way to cool down. See it as one of nature's greatest survival hacks. A tiny cube floating in your glass is proof of how delicate and how perfectly designed our planet's physics really is. Ice floats because of density, buoyancy, and the strange way water molecules bond together. It's a small detail, but it's a detail that keeps life on Earth alive. And that is physics hidden in plain sight.